Hey guys, I am so excited to get to be with y'all today. This event has been so awesome so far, and I can't wait to see what's ahead. My name is Tori Rieger, and I am a Gold on the Baby Steps team. I have been with Young Living for about a little over 4 years, and I am going to chat with you guys about some of my favorite kind of mom hacks today, my favorite things to use for my kiddos, for my little ones. When I first got started with Young Living, I had a little one that was not quite 1, and then one that had just turned 3. And now I have a 7, a 5, and a 3-year-old. So I have done oils through pregnancy, through nursing, with infants, and with kids all the way up to age 7. And so that's just kind of my heart in this. I love, love, love to teach mamas about using oils on their young kids, because it's just something I'm passionate about, because it has really radically changed the way that we do life and health in our home. So I'm going to give you guys some of my favorite mom hacks today. We're going to start with just kind of looking at some of my favorite things from the Premium Starter Kit. One of my very favorite things, my favorite little hacks that we like to do at our house is we like to give each of our kids their own roller. So I'm a believer in just using exactly what you have. So we use a lot of just a drop of thieves on the hand and then rub them on the bottoms of the feet for that immune boost that all of our kids need every day. But sometimes my kids get kind of bored with the routine of it, and they think I don't want to do this today, you did this yesterday. Kids are just kind of fickle sometimes. And so instead of getting this bottle out, sometimes I like to get this bottle out. My kids are huge Disney fans, and so at one point I let them each pick out, I grabbed some of my empty bottles, and I let them each pick out a sticker of their favorite little character to put on one of these empty bottles, and I just put a little bit of our V6 oil and then a bunch of thieves. And so at bedtime now, when we do our oils routine, then they get to pick out their bottle of oil and roll it on their feet or their spine. And it's just one of their favorite little things. Like my little girl calls this her Sophia oil. And so it just makes it a little bit more fun for them, more engaging. It makes them want to take part in it and just enjoy that process a little bit more. So if you have little ones that are a little bit averse to, wanting you to put oils on them, maybe a trick like that could be really helpful for you guys. My little boy has Lightning McQueen on his, and my oldest has, I think hers is Ariel mermaid oil or something. So they all feel like it's really fun and special when we get to use their little roller bottles. So that's one of my favorite little mom tricks for getting oils on my kids every single day. Especially when they're little, they're just kind of picky about what you put on them, and so that's a good little trick. I also really love, from the starter kit, we love Copaiba. It's so amazing for so many things, but for my little kids, my kids are super picky. I'm sure no one else has picky kids, but my kids are really picky, and they're really picky even about they don't want the lemon vitality in their water or anything, because they can taste it. I can put 1 drop in and they know every time, Mom, did you put oils in my water? I'm like, oh no, I didn't put any oils in your water. So they can always tell. So one of my favorite hacks is to use Copaiba Vitality in their water, because they can hardly ever taste it because it's so mild, and Copaiba is incredible for supporting their gut health, and that's where so much of their immune system is stored. So that's one of my favorite mom hacks, is to, instead of using the citrus oils in their water, I use the Copaiba Vitality. And it still gives them that good cleansing and immune boost and gut support that they need, but it's a little sneakier. So I love those. Sometimes I do the frankincense Vitality as well, because it has a really mild flavor also, and they usually can never tell that it's in there. So be tricky, mamas. Purification might be every mom's BFF. I'm not sure. We put a drop of this in our youngest's room because she still uses pull-ups at nighttime, and sometimes her room just needs a little purification. So love purification for that. I put it in the car all the time because we're in the car all the time. So many awesome uses for this one. There's so many oils in our starter kit that are so great to have on hand with little ones. we diffuse purification around the clock at our house too. Let's see. So my kids have lots of feelings. They are little, but they have big emotions. And so we love to use oils to support our emotional health too. And so when we're doing that for our kiddos, some of my favorite oils to grab, one of my very favorites is Valor. And I know that this has been gone for a while, but hopefully we will see it back very, very soon. But whenever you can get your hands on a bottle of this, you guys, this is fantastic to use with your little ones. Last summer, I had my little boy in swim lessons, and he was just not into it. He was really nervous. He cried through the first 2 days. And the third day when we went in and we were getting ready to, I was getting ready to like kind of hand him off to the teacher and like make that awful transfer. And I grabbed my Valor out of my purse and just rubbed it all down the back of his neck and on his forehead. And I prayed with him and just talked to him about being brave. And he did not shed a single tear at that entire lesson. And it was just amazing to see the difference that made. And so, Valor's one that we keep with us all the time, just for that extra boost of courage that they need sometimes, or that I need sometimes. I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I'm just going to take a couple more minutes and just talk about some tips and tricks, just some little hacks that I love for my little ones. So Inner Defense. I don't know if you guys have used this, but it is one of my absolute favorite Young Living products. Anytime that my husband and I start to feel a little bit run down, we love to take these Inner Defense capsules. Let's see if I can get one out for those of you that haven't taken them before. So it's just a capsule. It has oils in it, lots of really powerhouse, strong, good stuff. So what I love to do for my kids are little and they do not take capsules. And these are pretty big capsules anyway, so I don't know if they would be able to, even if they did take capsules. But my kids don't do that yet. And so instead, I had a friend who suggested that since it has all those good, powerful oils inside, I just take a pair of scissors and just clip the top of it. And then like every half hour or so, I squeeze a little bit out onto my hand and rub it on the bottoms of their feet and just cover it with socks. And so that's a great, great immune booster, wellness booster for them anytime that they're kind of symptomatic or not feeling 100%. We love to bust out the Inner Defense capsules and squeeze out some of that goodness on the bottoms of their feet. That has been really, really effective trick for us. So Inner Defense is not just for grown-ups. Use it for your babies. It does have like that more, it has carrier oil in it, so it's that more greasy consistency. So just make sure that you have, socks on hand that you can cover their feet quickly, because it's going to take a while for it to soak into their little feet. Another thing that my kiddos love is Super C, because it tastes like candy and they want to eat it all the time, which is awesome when they need it all the time. So we do these every day with our Mighty Bites. It's a really, really great wellness booster, but just keep them up high because they will try to eat them like candy. They're so good. I'm sorry, I'm trying to grab all my little show and tell goods over here. The Owie oil, the Owie blend from our Kids Sense collection is magical. It's magical. If you have not tried it, please try it. It's amazing. I keep one in my purse. I keep one on the kitchen counter. I keep one with our Band-Aids. We have lots of bottles of Owie because it's really, really fantastic for all the boo-boos. But sometimes my kids are really picky, like I said, and sometimes they get a little leery and they don't want mommy to like put the oil on my finger and put it on their boo-boo. And so I made an Owie spray. So all I did was just put just a little bit, some of the Owie oil, the Owie blend in here, and then I filled it just a little bit with water. So that way I can spray it on their boo-boo and I don't have to touch. And that has helped so much. And then we just put a Band-Aid on top. But that way it just kind of helps if it's really something that hurts and they don't want it to be touched, then the spray really helps a lot. And if you are not a DIY person, which I really don't do that many DIYs, but I did this one myself. But if you're not, then you can also use the Clariderm spray because it's just so amazing for all things skin. So anything skin support that your babies need, this is great. We've used this on all kinds of stuff. But the sprays can really help sometimes if they really don't want it to be touched. Okay, I've got one more quick thing to share and then I'm going to let you guys go. My little boy has super sensitive skin. I know that there's lots of kids that have really sensitive skin issues when they're young. And so we use a lot of carrier oil at our house, no matter what the oil is. You know, we use lots of carrier oil. But my favorite little trick is that when we're out and about, I always keep a Young Living lip balm in my purse because this makes the perfect carrier oil. So all you have to do is just rub a little bit on the skin wherever you're going to apply the oil, and then you can grab your Thieves or peppermint or whatever, you know, kind of hotter oil that you need, and just put a drop and put it right over that lip balm, and it works to, you know, block the heat of that oil. So that is my favorite mommy hack that we use all the time. And if we're out, I don't, you know, take their shoes and socks off to do that. I will just put the little carrier oil in the back of their neck and put a little bit of oil there. But it just works really beautifully, and it's so easy. And as mamas, we all need ways to simplify. So hopefully those are some tricks that help you guys out. And I hope that that is helpful for you and helps you simplify a little bit as a mama. So thanks so much for being a part of our rally today, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.